Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Caregiver Coffee. I'm Denise, and you all know my co-host Jen.
Hi everyone, it's still November, so we want to remind you that it's National Home Caregiver Month. Because the holidays are quickly approaching and it's such a stressful time for caregivers, this episode we want to focus on stress-relieving tips for caregivers during the holiday season.
I think it's a really great idea, and it's important for the caregivers to take a moment for themselves to try to do some of these tips to relieve their stress.
Absolutely. The first thing that I think is great in terms of stress relieving during the holiday season especially is to stay organized. That goes without being said, but during the holiday season you can make a calendar, a list of things you need to do before the holiday season even starts, so that way that you can get ahead of the game and relieve a little bit of stress and tension during the holiday season, because your main focus is on caregiving. So during the holiday season, with the added stress, we want to make sure that you stay as organized as possible.
I like the calendar idea, Jen. What else would you put on it?
I think for caregivers it's important to keep track of events that you have to go to, whether they're family events, work events, deadlines, dates you're going to see different people for the holiday season, when you put your decorations up, when other people will be coming to your house. It's important to keep track of everything. I think events are probably the best thing to put on your calendar, especially when you're caregiving. If the person has to come with you, or if you need to accommodate people coming to your house, I think that's really important.
I think it is too, Jen. It's a great idea.
The next thing that we want to remind caregivers is that you need to communicate properly with the people in your family in your support network. So basically, having other people know, what your schedule is, making sure you're not the only one that's taking care of the person during the holiday season. If you happen to go out to pick up gifts, is there somebody there that's going to be able to take over for you as effectively as you do, whether it's, distributing medication or, certain activities that you do with your loved one. You want to make sure that, you communicate your goals for the holiday season with everyone.
Definitely. So maybe you should take the calendar from our first tip and put it somewhere where everybody in your family can see it, whether you publish it online or put it on a fridge, right?
That's a great idea. Yeah, absolutely. I think making sure that we communicate effectively is really important, and it also helps to stay organized across the board.
Definitely. And don't be afraid to ask everybody else for help. I mean, it's too much for one person, especially this time of year.
Absolutely. And the next tip is that you can't forget to say no. It's really okay to turn down events that maybe aren't possible for your family to attend, or certain things that are going on during the holiday season, or traditions that may not have been as important. It's okay to say no. It's okay to mix things up a little bit. And I think if you stay organized and communicate effectively within your support group and with the person that you're caregiving for, I think saying no is okay, and you shouldn't feel guilty about it at all.
Definitely. I mean, it might be hard to do, but it's definitely something that you should be able to do.
Yeah, and what another tip is that you really don't want to strive for perfection. Nothing's perfect, especially during the holidays. It's hectic even when you're not caregiving. So I think it's important to know that you really can't strive for the perfect holiday. Some of the most hilarious stories and the ones you're going to tell for years are in the imperfections during the holiday season.
They definitely are. Actually, Jen was just telling me about the story where her dog ate their turkey.
Yeah, there's nothing like coming back for leftovers and seeing your 30-pound dog taking a nap because all of the leftover turkey has been eaten by one. Just him. Those are stories that, I'm going to continue to tell for the rest of my life, and it was an imperfect part of our Thanksgiving. So.
Yeah, and I'm sure you guys weren't laughing when you walked into that.
No, it wasn't funny at the time, but it's definitely funny now. The last thing that, we want to talk about for caregivers is that you really need to make sure that you take care of yourself. And we talk about that all year long. Caregivers really need to focus on themselves. You give your best to someone else when you're at your best. For caregivers during the holiday season with stress as high as it is, we want to make sure that you're still going to your doctor's appointments, you're keeping up on your health regimen, you're eating healthy, and especially exercising too. A lot of people say that exercising is a good stress reliever just in general. So during the holiday season when the stress is high, I really think exercising would be a great thing for caregivers to make sure that they're taking time out of their day for themselves.
Definitely. That's another great tip, Jen, and it's a perfect segue into our next section of this episode, which will be the products that we have on special during Cyber Week, especially this exerciser right here. This is going to be 25% off all this week, ending after Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
And we also have some plantar fasciitis devices on sale as well, including the night splint and the accommodators.
Awesome. Well, let's cut to Denise's demos and learn more about these products.
Hi, welcome to Denise's demo. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about this pedal exerciser right here. This is a great pedal exerciser. It has, as you can see here, this tension knob right here to increase the resistance on it. And another great feature about this is how portable it is. You can take it anywhere, and you can also put it on the ground and use it to work out your legs. You can use it with or without sneakers or shoes. And again, you can just tighten it up to increase the resistance. It's a very sturdy, well-built product, and it only weighs about 6 or 7 pounds. It's a great product for people who don't have a room in their house or in their budget for a full-size exercise bike. If you have any other questions, just give us a call at Easier Living. So, thank you for watching and have a great day. Hi, welcome to Denise's Demos. Today we're going to be talking about the Freedom Dorsal PF Night Splint. This is a great product for helping treat your plantar fasciitis at night. Let me show you some of the features of it. It features 2 neoprene straps, and they're extra wide, and also it has some gel on the inside of it at the top of the foot, and all of these help to reduce pressure points when you're wearing it. It also has a flexible plastic shell right here, and what that does is if you have to get up in the middle of the night, it flexes so that you can walk in it. But it also still maintains the 90 degrees that your foot will need to help treat your plantar fasciitis. It's very easy to put on. You just slip your foot into this part right here, and then you strap the neoprene straps around, nice and snug, and you do that to the calf as well. And then you're all set for bed and to treat your plantar fasciitis. And don't forget, during the day, you can use the Freedom Accommodator insoles, and these are a half-sole insole that slip right in to any of your shoes or sneakers. You just slip it right in and go about your day as usual, and it'll treat your plantar fasciitis during the day. This has been another edition of Denise's Demos. Have a great day.
Like Denise mentioned earlier, the pedal exerciser is going to be 25% off this week until Cyber Monday. We also have the dorsal night splint. If you buy this with a pair of accommodators, you'll get a free pair of accommodators during our Cyber Week deals. You can actually check our website as well as our Facebook page, and you can also find some deals on Twitter that will be running starting today all through Cyber Monday at midnight. We have some great offers for you.
We do. We have some really great products on special that will last all the way through the week, and we got a couple more in mind for the rest of the holiday season as well.
And you know what? While we mention that, for every $50 you spend, you get free shipping. So all orders over $50, free shipping on easierliving.com this week, which is great.
It is a great deal.
Awesome.
I also want to take a minute to remind everybody that it's still National Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and that this is the last week where you can buy the activity pillow as part of our Pillow Fight to End Alzheimer's, where 10% of the purchase price will be donated to the Massachusetts New Hampshire chapter of the Alzheimer's Association. So don't forget to order yours today.
Well, I think this concludes our episode of Caregiver Coffee. So why are we here, Denise?
To simplify caregiving.